I'm in a collaborative piano Facebook group and I see so many posts from pianists who feel that they weren't treated fairly. Recently, there was a post about someone who played for an entire recital and didn't get recognized. Sometimes it's about conductors who aren't very kind or students who take advantage of their pianists. Today, I'm going to give my hot take on all of this and hope my head doesn't explode in the process. I'm Rachel Ehring, and I help pianists turn their skills they already have into income through accompanying. First of all, I want to say this. I hear all of you pianists out there who are not getting the respect you deserve. Believe me, in my 20 plus years as an accompanist, I have been mistreated many times, and I certainly haven't always stood up for myself the way I perhaps should have. I've had conductors who criticized me in front of a choir. I've had students who didn't pay me on time. I've had my name left off of many programs. No, these actions are not okay, and musicians need to do better at acknowledging the work that we do as their pianist. However, I need you to hear this. You cannot control someone else's actions. You can only control your response to their actions, and that is what boundaries are. As a species, collaborative pianists are the most codependent musicians of the bunch. We literally depend on other musicians for our livelihood. So what do we do about this? Just sit back and let people treat us poorly? Absolutely not. You have to decide for yourself what your boundaries are and what you are going to do if someone violates those boundaries. But here's the thing about boundaries that people get wrong. If someone violates the boundary you've set, you still can only control your own actions. So what does that mean? It means that if a conductor is treating you poorly, you tell him that you want to be treated differently. That's setting the boundary. And then if he continues the mistreatment, you can only remove yourself from the situation. And you might be thinking, but Rachel, if I remove myself from the situation, I won't have a job and won't get paid anymore. Exactly. And that's why people don't like to set boundaries. You have to be willing to accept the consequences for yourself if the other person crosses your boundary, because I'll say it again, you can only control your own actions. So you have to decide deep in your heart what is worth more to you. Is it worth more to have that choir job that pays really well, but you have to put up with a rude conductor? Or is it worth more to have your peace and try to find another choir job or additional income from another source? And I'm not going to tell you that one choice is better than the other. It's up to you. I have done many jobs that I didn't love and where I wasn't appreciated because I needed the money. I think if you can look at it objectively and say, I'm choosing to be here even though I don't love the way I'm being treated. I've talked to the person who isn't giving me respect and it hasn't changed. So this is the situation that I've chosen and I'm at peace with that. As collaborative pianists, we need to stop being victims. Like I said, I know that we are often treated with less respect than we deserve, but acting like victims is not going to help the situation. Going to happy hour and telling all your friends how unappreciated you are might make you feel better in the moment, but it's not going to change the situation. You can only control yourself and your response. But I want to let you in on something that I've learned in my years as an accompanist. I'm going to tell you what I believe has been the secret to my success as a collaborative pianist. I will be the first to admit that I'm not the greatest pianist in the world. There are hundreds of pianists with better technique than me, and I miss notes just like the next person. But I believe one of the main secrets to my success is that I am kind and gracious with everyone I work with. Honestly, I've been rarely mistreated as an accompanist, and I believe it's because I show up prepared and do my best work. I respect my partners. I try to be as generous as possible, and people notice that, and in return will show gratitude and kindness back to you. I try to say yes as often as possible so that on the occasion that I do say no, they understand that it's because it's really important to me. And honestly, I never really expect to be recognized in any grand way with a grand gesture. I do expect to be paid. That is definitely a boundary for me, but I don't need a lot of recognition and accolades. That's not why I do what I do. I do it because I want to share beautiful music with the people listening and support my musical partner. And if I do those things, people will notice and will thank me. You will be surprised that if you show up with a beautiful, positive attitude and act as professional as possible, people will notice and they will recognize you. All right, well, my head didn't explode. If this video was helpful for you, share it with another pianist who might also appreciate it. It means the world to me when you like and share my videos. I'm Rachel Ehring, and I will talk with you again very soon.